It is time for Coffee on the Coast. Good morning and welcome to Coffee on the Coast. I'm your host this morning, Tina Prigge. It is my great pleasure to welcome to our show this morning, Peggy Strimple of Kids from Wisconsin. Peggy, welcome to Coffee on the Coast.
Oh, thank you for having me. I just wanted to be sure my dog didn't start barking as we started our interview, so I closed the door there. So thank
Thanks.
you so much
We're
for
dog
having
friendly,
me.
So, okay, this is exciting. Kids from Wisconsin is coming back to Manitowoc for a performance. Let's start off. Tell people, what is that date for the performance in Manitowoc?
It is July 26th, so it's quickly approaching, and it's going to be at the Capitol Civic Center, which is one of our favorite venues to perform in. The troupe really appreciates it. One of the highlights of our summer, and of course, just to see our fans in Manitowoc, we are so excited.
Oh, that's awesome. And was there an interruption during COVID? Was there a year or so that this didn't happen?
Absolutely, and it was heartbreaking. But we still continued doing our good things and continuing the organization and planning different things that I'll certainly talk about later in the interview. But we still kept going, kept the organization going. We still did some virtual things on the internet. We did our opening number. We had the troupe and the band record everything. And we put together our opening number and we put it out virtually. And for those troupe members, we still count that as a year of being a kid from Wisconsin. So we were still doing the best we could to get those talented youth singers and dancers and band exposure.
Awesome. Awesome. So glad that you're coming back and that Manitowoc is one of your stops, that you'll be performing at the Jewel on the Lakeshore, the Capitol Civic Center. I just have to put up this picture so people know what we're talking about. When we say kids from Wisconsin, look at this energy, look at what is happening on stage. And this is going to be happening in Manitowoc. What does it mean to be a kid from Wisconsin? What is
It's an
kids from Wisconsin?
incredible, and oh, thank you for asking that question. It's an incredible honor, an honor I've had. I was a 1987 kid from Wisconsin, and I can tell you personally, for me, I don't know if I'd be even where I am right now if it hadn't been for that organization and having that summer of exposure, doing 60 performances. Throughout the summer and giving the confidence to go out there and audition and go for what you dream. And I think I can say that about the 1,000 alumni that we have currently that have been a kid from Wisconsin. It's an incredible honor. We scour the state looking for the most talented, and when you are chosen, it's a high honor because you are out there not just showing what you're devoted to and your passion, but you're with others that have the same passion as you, and that's the energy that you're talking about in that picture. That is what gets exploded onto stage because these talented individuals are really just one audition away from being a professional performer. And this is an incredible stepping stone for them.
Awesome. So these are all high school students from across Wisconsin.
Well, ages 15 to 20. So we have a combination of high school and also college.
Okay, cool. And about how many people are in the troupe this year?
Well, there's 22 singers and dancers and a 14-piece band. So it's all live. It's in front of your face. It's a journey that you're put on within that 2 hours. It's absolutely incredible.
So when do they start rehearsing in order to be ready for summer performances?
Well, once they audition our auditions are usually February, March timeframe, and then they're told that they're going to be part of the summer. They go through a pretty rigorous rehearsal schedule starting in June. We rehearse for 3 weeks. I'm the choreographer for the show, so I put them through the dance paces of that, and also our artistic staff. And so they learn a 2-hour show, and it's a new show every single year. So every year they're going to see a fresh show, our audiences. And within that 3 weeks, they put together this production show, and it's fantastic.
Oh my gosh. So let's share some of the pictures because just looking through, like we saw the energy of the first picture, check out the energy in this picture. And now this looks like a completely different style. Like this is maybe like a stomp kind of style,
A
right? And
little bit, yeah. You're
um,
exactly right.
there was
And this is
another picture. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
okay. No, that's okay. I was going to say this is from our show in 2019. Actually, our tour show in 2019. We did a George Gershwin medley and highlighted some of his incredible music, mostly from An American in Paris. And this was kind of the rhythm part of the section. So I've got Rhythm, which I'm sure a lot of people recognize that song. And
Yes.
so we have them. That's actually the singers and dancers doing some percussion, but of course we've got that 14-piece band behind them, supporting this incredible show.
So is this part of the band?
Yes, this is the obviously the horn section of the band. We have four trumpets, trombones, and two woodwinds, and then we have a full rhythm section in the back. Not only what's great about the show, as far as like what it takes you through, there's accompany numbers that happen where there's about 15 minutes of a medley that we've picked that have a theme, and then while the singers and dancers change their costumes, we feature the band, and they have four band medleys that they put on throughout the show, and they come right up to the stage, so you can see them playing their instruments, and they're incredibly, incredibly entertaining.
It looks like they're having so much fun and that it's so high energy. Like, check out this image. This is just a great shot. Look at how much air is under those dancers' feet.
Yeah, that's what 3 weeks of rehearsals will do. Get higher, get higher, get higher, and they love it. They challenge each other. I have to say, I don't really have to do a lot of pushing. They work together as a team like you would not that you would never see. So that's really them encouraging each other too. They feed off each other. Absolutely. And I always say my job is pretty easy when you have this talent and also the support that they give each other. It's wonderful to be a part of.
I bet. And you can tell from the smiles on their faces too that this goes beyond just a performer's smile. They are literally having the time of their lives up on that stage.
Very true, very true. And they become very close, as you can imagine, throughout the tour. I mean, it's 60 shows within a summer. They have an incredible coach bus that we wrap with the that you'll see when you come to the Manitowoc show. You'll see the coach out there, and yeah. So I'm glad you have a picture of it. This is from 2019. We had the bus wrapped. Of course, we have a new wrap this year for our Big Bang Boom tour. But when that bus pulls up for the first time, the troupe is so excited. When we come into communities, people are waving at the bus, and they're so excited to see that the kids from Wisconsin are coming in. So that part of it, being on the coach and living together, eating together, being together. Of course, I have friends from my year in 1987 that I still keep in touch with. It's a bond that will live forever.
Oh, that's amazing. And I've got a copy of their schedule. Look at all of the different cities and all of the places that the kids from Wisconsin will be performing. You can see Manitowoc is listed on July 26th at the Capitol Civic Center. What an incredible experience. If somebody's watching and they're a student themselves, or they have an upcoming student that, has some talent and might want to consider kids from Wisconsin, how do people audition? How do they connect with you guys?
Well, they can visit our website, and we'll start to put the audition information up in the fall. And they can sign up for a location. This year, I believe we went to 7 or 8 different locations throughout the state. And they can sign up for whatever location is the most convenient for them. And they sign up for an audition time. Singers and dancers need to come prepared with a vocal piece that will showcase not only their vocal talent, but also their personality and their performance aspect. And then they also dance with me. Instrumentalists, they need to come with something prepared, but they'll also be given something cold, yeah, to play from. And also, they want to see their improvisational skills. So it's and the auditions are free. So even if it's something that didn't happen for them, that they got into the troupe, they're at least getting a professional audition experience, which I cannot tell you is so key. Jean Wolfmeyer, who was my dance teacher in Manitowoc, was always saying, just keep auditioning, because you're going to get more no's than yeses. So keep the more auditions you do, the more confidence you get. So I always encourage, even if they're on the fence, please come to audition. You are not going to get an experience anywhere like having a professional audition than with us. And we really pride ourselves on that.
Oh, such a good experience. And Peggy, you mentioned too that there is an upcoming workshop. Do you want to talk a little bit about this?
I would love to, because not only am I the choreographer, I'm also the community enrichment coordinator, and this is one of my big babies that I love so much. Not only do we come into communities and do our performances, but in many of our communities we host a performing arts workshop where the 36 troop members will welcome youth in the area, ages 7 to 14. It's free. They can come on in and see what it's like to be a kid from Wisconsin. They'll learn a little bit of a dance from the show, or they may choose to compose their own music composition with the band. And actually, the instrumentalists will play their composition, which is really, really exciting. There's some other little surprises within the workshop, but it's an hour of fun, and parents are welcome to stay, or they can go shopping for whatever they need that day for the dinner and come back and view what they've done with the kid from Wisconsin. So we love these workshops. They're absolutely incredible. We're so excited to bring them back because for 3 years we haven't been able to do them because of COVID. So we're excited to have it in Manitowoc. I hope that we see a lot of Manitowoc youth come out for the workshop, and they can register on the website or we take walk-ins.
Oh, what an amazing opportunity. How long has Kids from Wisconsin been going on? How far back does this date?
Surprisingly, this is our 54th summer. Back in 1969, Colonel Mark Gasolina, who was the entertainment director at State Fair Park in West Allis, he and Governor Knowles got together and decided that they needed us to showcase the youth in a positive light. And this was the way they did it. Back then, it was about 60 performers. Now we've kind of downsized into 36. But every summer, it's been a tradition, not only at the State Fair. Of course, we perform every day at the State Fair. We've
Oh.
continued to do that. But of course, touring around the state, it's a highlight for a lot of our audiences, especially in Manitowoc. We have been in Manitowoc. I would say that's one of our cities that we've been to probably the most in the past 54 years. Thanks to the Manitowoc Noon Rotary, they were always inviting us to come back. And it was so wonderful that they had us coming year after year. And Manitowoc is definitely one of our staple stops.
Hey, I'm so happy to hear that. Okay, so this picture, so you mentioned you're the choreographer. I love what I imagine is happening in this picture. Tell us a little bit about how you come up with these clever ideas. And again, it looks like the kids are having so much fun.
Well, again, this is from our show in 2019, and we have little surprises along the way. If We try to find some, unique things for everybody, and that's what appeals to our audiences, is that we have something in the show for everybody. So it's a great family-friendly entertainment evening. This was from our Queen medley. And this is from Queen. And that's what I love. Our producer, Taras Naherniak, he is so creative in the ways that he picks familiar music, but he also picks things that are out of the ordinary. And this was not one of probably their most popular songs, but their bicycle song was in our medley. And I kind of was stumped. I was like, how do we make this, kind of fit within the genre of Queen? And one of our stage managers and we kind of came up with the idea, why don't we just put some pieces of bikes in there? And really it became an audience favorite. And that's what's great about working with the troupe. They're so willing to try different things and creative things and really become part of the art creating process of the show. And that's what I wanted to emphasize too, was again, audiences are gonna be familiar with a lot of the music, but a lot of the music will be new to them. And that I think is a huge kudos to our producer, who really tries to not just put familiar things in, but then people can walk away and go, gosh, I love that song I just heard, or this is something new that I didn't know about. And it keeps the audience wanting more.
Yeah, and we were talking about the different styles too. I just love how, now their costumes are different, and with the feathered headdress, you can tell that this is a totally, again, different style, but just so beautiful, and it looks like an incredible performance.
Well, and we have obviously many costume changes, so you're going to see that. Obviously, link in with the styles. Our Big Bang Boom tour this year has, again, lots of different. We're celebrating music that has made an explosion and made an imprint in our world and in our country. So that's what we kind of celebrate in this show this year. We celebrate Motown and ABBA. I don't want to give too much away, but again, Motown, ABBA. We also celebrate the 80s British invasion, the 60s British invasion. We celebrate the Disney World is celebrating their 50th birthday this year. So we're celebrating with some Disney theatrical production things. So again, there's going to be a little bit for everyone.
Wait, Disney's only 50 years old?
Disney World.
Disney World. So Kids from Wisconsin has been around longer than Disney World. That's
That's
amazing.
true. That's true. We actually point that out in the show this year. We're like, Disney World has been around just as much as the Kids from Wisconsin, and with its 54 years. So yeah, that's pretty incredible to brag about.
Okay, so viewers, we have been showing you these incredible images. We've heard Peggy's enthusiasm. Peggy has also shared a little teaser clip, and I'm going to see if I can share this with you right now because you will not want to miss this. So give me just a second to make sure that we're good to go here.
Go. Freedom. You gotta give for what you take.
That
Okay,
shows some of the rehearsals. Yeah,
I am so excited after watching that. And
yeah,
that's
that
just a
shows how hard
glimpse.
they work. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, and that's just a glimpse. You said that's rehearsal, right?
That's just their it was actually what our mini camp that we have in May. We get together just for the weekend, kind of go over all the music, kind of a precursor to what the rehearsal is going to be like, and they get to meet each other and get to know each other. Because again, all the troupe comes from all over the state, so a lot of them are returning kids that wanted to, that auditioned and want to come back, or they're brand new. So it's a great way for them to get to know each other. But that's from the mini camp, and that just gives a glimpse of how incredible those rehearsals are.
Yeah, that is awesome. All right, viewers, we are talking about Kids from Wisconsin. They're going to be in Manitowoc right here on the coolest coast. It's the Big Bang Boom Tour, and that is on July 26th at the Capitol Civic Center. What time is showtime?
Showtime is at 7 o'clock. Again, 4 o'clock is the outreach. We also have a spotlight that's going on where art organizations can come and set up a table and kind of preview what they're doing for the fall and for their businesses. So we still have some tables left for that spotlight. So please call the office, and then also go onto the website so you can purchase some tickets for the Big Bang Boom Tour. And I wanted to mention too, we have 24 Manitowoc alumni that have been part of the Kids from Wisconsin throughout the 54 years. So, of course, I'm one of the 24, but I just wanted to brag about how we've had so many talented Manitowoc representatives that have been in the Kids, and we need more. So, Manitowoc youth, please come audition for us. We need to represent your beautiful, beautiful city.
Yeah. Are there any Manitowoc students in it this year?
Unfortunately, no,
All
nope.
right, Manitowoc
So
kids,
we,
let's
yep,
go.
yep, absolutely. We'd love to see you.
I love that you are highlighting the talent of the youth across the state of Wisconsin. You mentioned that when the bus pulls in, people in the community like to wave and cheer and welcome it. Where does the bus arrive? Like, when would people do that?
Oh gosh, I believe it's coming in the morning because I believe they have a rehearsal. They come in the morning, they load in. Again, I should mention too, the troupe also does all the loading in, does all the packing up. It's all set up. They all have their jobs of how they set up the show, and it takes about 3 hours to set it up. And then they're going to come in the morning and do that. I believe they have a rehearsal, and then they have the outreach. So if you can get up early in the morning, think around 9 or so is when the coach is arriving. But depending on where, we probably usually have to probably park in the back of the Capitol. That's usually where we usually have to load in. So try to take a second and circle around the block there, and so you can see the beautiful coach that we have this year.
So fun. Do the students sign autographs or anything like that after the show?
They will be there to meet and greet after the show, sweaty and all, but that's okay. We want to say thank you to the audiences for coming out and supporting them, and they would love to talk to all the audience.
Fantastic. Peggy, tell viewers what the website is where they can get tickets and find out more
Sure.
information.
It's kidsfromwisconsin.org or kidsfromwi.org. And you'll see right at the top of the page, there'll be a link that'll say 2020 2022 tour. Click on that link and you'll actually see all the remaining cities that we have going on for the tour. But then go down to July 26th, and you'll see Manitowoc. And you can purchase tickets. You can purchase the tickets the day of, but I will say we have been known to sell out our shows here in Manitowoc.
Yep, I have often heard
So
that.
get your tickets
So
ahead of time.
viewers, get your tickets now. I think you're not going to want to miss the return of the kids from Wisconsin here on the Capitol Civic Center stage. It's going to be fantastic. I am so excited. Peggy, thank you so much for taking your time to come on Coffee on the Coast and tell us all about this amazing experience.
Oh, we appreciate the time. Thank you.
And tell all the kids to break a leg, and we'll be cheering for them.
I certainly will, but I can't wait.
Thanks for watching Coffee on the Coast. We'll see you next time.